Thank you so much for joining us. This is 90.3 Voice of the People of a Man. Hey, it is time for the evening rush. Welcome to the show. For those of you who may be new to the show, here is where we get to discuss things that affect us, especially concerning government policies, politics, and all of those. My name is Precious Inyi. I am your host for the show. This show is produced by Promise. And today is Wednesday, so I have Prince Francis Chilaka with me in the house. Prince Francis, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so just before we get started, Bruno flood. Hi. Cops. We see cops floating. People are at risk because of animals that left the zoo and all of those. How is it so much that we cannot mitigate such things before they happen? Now, there is this blame shift of climate change that is the problem. It is no longer the allowed dam that's, overshot or that's collapsed. It is now climate change. So,
my heart reaches out to all those who have lost their loved ones in the flood, those who have had their properties, run over by the flood. But you see, this brings us back to what we keep saying every now and then, that our government across board have not been proactive. They are not proactive at all. Those who take up the mantle of leadership in this country, either as state governors, as councillors, as honorable members, as president, as senate president, they are not proactive. This is not the first time we're going to have flood, this kind of flood. This is also not...
In 2022, it was very disastrous.
Yes. And also, NIMET has been issuing warnings of, flood. What has the government done? Nothing. So the people are just at the mercy of God, not at the mercy of their leaders anymore. They're at the mercy of God. And it's so shameful, honestly speaking. It is really, really shameful and sad that this is happening in the state where you have a vice president who was there for 8 years as governor. In 8 years, he couldn't do anything about it. Is it not sad? Does it not show you the kind of leaders we have? Does it not show you how wicked, how insincere, how insensitive the ruling class is?
So you think that this is just purely governance misguidedness
Exactly.
or whatever it is? Oh.
Not acting in a proactive manner. I mean, it's something that has happened before. What did they do? Or what have they done to mitigate it? So it's a very, very sorrowful and sad sight for anybody to see. And then you can imagine, a country where our health institution is zero. We're not thinking about the health concerns of
exactly. There may be an outbreak of diseases or infections.
Exactly. And then wild animals are all out there. If they catch you, you're gone. That's the truth. Imagine a snake coming across a small child, or a lion or something. So it's just the ineptitude of our leaders not to do the right thing.
All right, thank you so much, Prince Francis. I appreciate you. Lagos, welcome to the show once more. Let's run you through the hot topics that we have this evening very quickly. This one is a very good news. So federal government commences implementation of National Values Charter. Very good news. Prince Francis, you didn't smile. Okay.
Smile to
no, it's
smile.
okay. Sorry,
You wanted me to smile. What am I going to smile to?
We've been asking where NOA is.
A country that is ravaged by corruption. A country where leaders are not accountable. A country where there is so much waste. A country that has been reduced to ethnic and religious bigotry. And you're talking of values. What values? Who is going to impart those values? Is it the political class that is dividing the people along ethnic and religious lines? Or is it, the religious institutions that are busy thinking about themselves? Is it the schools today that a lot of children are not going back to school because their parents cannot afford school fees? So where do we really start from? There's too much talk going on with little action in this country.
All right. Okay, so let's go to other stories, then perhaps this may not be as interesting as it should be. But going on, gunmen demand 30 million ransom, bicycles for abducted Kaduna councillorship aspirant. 30 million naira for councillorship aspirant. You go pay 30 million for ransom. And then political assassins operate under cover of terrorists. Nigerian army says so. And then will tighten grip on banks to cut off funds to bandits. EFCC saying so. So that they no go get money again. Edo 2024 PDP main. Okay, yeah. Apologies. This is not part of the conversation. Yeah. Tinubu's government sliding into fascism. Afenifere. This is different from what Gani Adams said. Tinubu's government sliding into fascism. And IPOB replies Buhari's aid. Comparing Nnamdi Kanu with Turji Bello is duplicity. That's what they said. And then moving on, budgets. Cocoa Institute in Oyo got 250 million naira for Lagos Street. This was trending today. Lagos, these are the hot topics that we have. You know what? Let's take a quick break. I'll be right back as we begin to dissect these and other conversations after the break. Stay with us.
From the views on the street,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lawn.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and pressure for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
The Evening Rush with Pressures, featuring sound and informed guests across various sectors to discuss matters arising on Hot Topic Party.
What was the rate of inflation, and then what was the exchange rate?
Intense conversations,
Doesn't mean he's about to join any party or not. Then who is not the one that will bring about
critical analysis.
What is wrong with us 200 million people? We can't even give ourselves.
We sometimes disagree.
When we say our GDP is not an oil dominated,
To agree.
Like what's going on here?
You caught that again.
I saw that.
On Hot Topic Pali, Monday to Friday, 6:15 p.m. to 9 p.m. 90.3. Voice of the People FM. Lagos. Now you have a voice. You are welcome back, Lagos, Nigeria. This is still 90.3 Voice of the People of Hermani. This is the Evening Rush. Let's get started very quickly, shall we? So we begin with this good news that I think it is, that the federal government has said it has commenced implementation of National Values Charter to foster moral, ethical, and cultural reawakening among Nigerians. That is, you don't start a program where go help on to understand on our values, waiting make on a Nigeria, the good things we make on a Nigerians, so that we go fit to remember where we come from, to get better behavior, and to remember our culture well, and all that. So the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, disclosed this today in Abuja while declaring open the expanded retreat of the National Orientation Agency, NOAA. He said the National Values Charter, one of the flagship initiatives of his ministry through the NOA, was designed to instill the right values, attitudes, and perspectives in the hearts and minds of all Nigerians. Did you hear that? That it was designed to instill the right values, attitude, and perspective in the hearts of minds and minds of many Nigerians, so that, say, they design this program so that all of us could get the right value, the right character, attitude. and the right idea, everybody will get them. So the minister said the values have been carefully crafted and designed to ensure that all Nigerians are fully aware of their rights and protections under the constitution and the laws of the land. You know, we have been saying, where is NOA since they should be telling people about their rights? They have come. He added that the charter would also ensure that government at all levels are equally aware of all the constitutionally guaranteed obligations that they have to the citizenry. Do you understand? That government at all levels, local government too, state government too, federal government too, will understand what their responsibility to you, a Nigerian, is. What their constitutionally guaranteed obligations, what their obligations are to you, to serve you. They will understand that they are your servants and not your masters, because they were employed by you to serve you. That's one of the rights. I'm coming now. Let me read further. Idris assured that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration would ensure that the citizens and the country share deep mutual love and respect for each other. Did you hear that? That both the citizen and the country would make sure we love each other deeply. Well. In fact, he said NOA, that is the National Orientation Agency, had become one of the most essential tools for shaping national narratives and conversations, promoting unity and fostering a sense of inclusiveness in every part of the country. He said a lot too. In fact, this one, it is very, very interesting. He said it is taking the lead in the deployment of digital tools and technologies like Mobilizer app, as well as a well-received artificial intelligence platform for civic awareness and engagement, among other initiatives. There is a lot that is being said. Prince Francis Chilaka, we have all been worried and been talking about how much Nigerians know about their rights, what they know about the culture, what they even know about the constitution. And now NOA is here. They have said through the National Ministry of Information, through the NOA, is now willing or awakened to do the right thing. Shouldn't this be a plus to this administration? They have built everything.
It's cheap. See, Precious, let us start from the beginning. At what point in time did we, as a people, lose our values?
Did we lose it at all?
Yes.
Oh, we have lost it.
We have lost our values.
Oh, wow.
At what point in time did we, as a people, start hating each other based on tribe, based on religion, based on ethnicity? When did we start? You see, the bane of Nigeria's problem is not all this hogwash talk by the minister. Corruption breeds poverty. Poverty, on the other hand, breeds terrorism. It breeds banditry. It breeds crime. It brings hatred. So if the National Orientation Agency under the Ministry of Information is ready to work, let them start from, talking about corruption. So long as you run a society that the leaders are corrupt, that the leaders have no empathy, that the leaders do not understand that sovereignty belongs to the people, there is nothing you will do with the NOA that will work. Nothing, absolutely nothing. What you're going to have playing out at the end of the day is that it is one of those elephant projects from which money is going to be siphoned. And at the end of the day, the minister, the permanent secretaries, the directors cannot be accountable for funds. We have been battling with NIN, isn't it? National Identification Number. Just to get it working. We've been talking about counting ourselves, knowing our population. So much money has been spent. I mean, it would be very, very good for Nigerians to understand the Constitution, for Nigerians to understand their role and the role of their leaders. It will also be very important for us to know, through the National Orientation Agency and through the Minister for Information, when protests became a crime. These are the things Nigerians want to know. We want to know at what time protesting, which is part of democracy,
became a treasonable offense.
Exactly.
And maybe that's part of what they'll teach us now. That's why they want to teach us our rights. Because by the time we know the constitution enough, we'll not see it from the constitution.
We do not need
maybe,
see. No. We do not need the
okay.
National Orientation Agency to teach Nigerians the constitution. Let constitution be taught in secondary schools, right from primary, secondary to the university. Let the constitution be taught. Let it become one of those social subjects that should be taught. Let government open their eyes and invest in public schools. Like I keep saying, I am a beneficiary of a public school. Even while in primary, secondary school, we used to have where we go for arts. I think once a week or every Wednesday or every Friday, we go to learn handcrafts. What has happened to it? Why are our public schools dead? These are questions begging for an answer. Let us start from there. This whole syndrome of get rich quick was instituted by our political class. So whatever they want to do in order to educate Nigerians, let us start with the political class. Let us remove money from our politics. Let us remove tribalism. Let us remove ethnicity. Nigeria will be a better country.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to security issues now, because this is very important. As gunmen that abducted a councillorship aspirant, Japheth Zarma Yakubu, in Kuminkari community in Kachia local government area of Kaduna State, have demanded a 20 million naira ransom and 2 motorcycles for his release. Of 30 million. A source told newsmen that the bandit leader called on Sunday 11:45 a.m. through the victim's phone and asked the family to pay 20 million naira and provide 2 motorcycles for them. The source further explained that one of the victim's relatives is negotiating with the bandits to see if the ransom could be reduced. Well, it's okay. Let me let you respond to that, because there's a lot to talk about. What is going on?
This whole issue of ransom. If you recall, the American approach to kidnapping is that they don't negotiate.
Yes, they keep saying that they don't never negotiate with bandits.
But you see, Nigerian government started the negotiations, and somewhere along the line they pushed it to the families to negotiate. You see, the moment people started paying ransom, or government started encouraging people to pay ransom, even though when people pay, the police will say no ransom was paid. But the moment ransom was exchanging hands, it became difficult to control it. These bandits ravaging the entire north. Up till today, nobody has been arrested. But what we keep hearing of is people who have been bandits, who have surrendered, who have been what do you call it again? Who have been
de-radicalized.
De-radicalized and all of that. Now the question is, these same people, are they not able to take the soldiers to where they left off from? So the point is, when you have no punishment for a crime, the crime will continue to persevere. It's the same thing that's happening with corruption in this country. Somebody will be governor for how many years, embezzle a lot of money, he doesn't get punished, and then when it becomes an issue, he goes for plea bargaining, and you agree. So everybody now feels, oh, what is there? I was still 100 million. When they harass me, I give them 25 million, and it ends there. You saw what happened with the last administration, where former governors were indicted and the president gave them pardon. So why will it not continue? So this whole thing about banditry, we're talking about banditry in the north. Nobody's talking about what's happening in the southeast, where the unknown gunmen are operating.
Are you saying that the southeast may slide to?
It is
what's
gradually
happening in
getting
south, northwest now.
You know how it started in the north. It started like police and thief, like my children would say, police and thief. They started with using Okada, chasing people and all of that. And suddenly it has become a very serious business for those who are doing it. Don't also forget that kidnappings are happening in the north, in the east. People are being shot every now and then. You could call them political assassination or whatever, but it's happening. So the thing is, the government needs to take a decisive step. If I was to advise Mr. President, I would say for every state in Nigeria today that has serious security issues, declare a state of emergency. I'm telling you, declare a state of emergency.
So do you think that the government isn't doing enough in the north, or the north and east, southeast, northwest and southeast generally?
Okay, look at the issue of sit-at-home in the southeast. The governors, well, they said they wanted to stop it, but it's still there. People still observe Mondays as sit-at-home because they are scared of their lives. And because when this unknown government come to operate, they finish operating and vanish into thin air. Who are they? Who is sponsoring them? Maybe when you declare a state of emergency in one or two states, other states,
people who even use cryptocurrency, a cryptic
if the government is ready to
means of transaction, if I rather say that way, yes, because it's a virtual currency. How would they do that? And then they still could capture them. But till today, people who take physical cash that somehow could find its way back into the system were still unable to get them. And this ransom becomes a business.
If the lucrative one at that. If the government wants to work, they will work. If the security agencies want to work, they will work. Precious, when last did you visit the bank to withdraw money? How much cash do you get across the counter? How much cash do you get across the counter? But the POS operators have a lot of cash in their hands. So where is this cash coming from?
How are they getting the cash?
That's the question we should be asking. If the EFCC has finally woken up and said they are ready to work, they must also be ready to work and protect Nigerians who get their money withdrawn from their accounts by fraudsters. You lose your phone today, if your phone is attached to your account, split seconds your money is gone. And nobody can trace it. So people begin to ask questions. How were they able to trace monies or accounts of those who participated in NSAS? Is it not speaking from two sides of the mouth? So it's not a matter, it's like I keep saying, talk is cheap. I believe that, yes, and a lot of people believe it, that this money that is sent out there, that is used for ransom, gets back into the system through the banking sector. How do they get it in? So it's one thing to say, oh, you want to start tracing, or you want to start disturbing the banks. How about those who stand on the road selling dollars? Don't forget that when you stop the banks, you'll find another way around it. This whole thing about kidnapping and ransom is a cartel. There are people behind the scene that are benefiting from it, that are not even the ones that are doing it. It's like drugs. Most times when you catch people, you say they are drug carriers and all of that. They don't even look it. So it means that there are people, powerful people somewhere that are doing this business. All the government needs is the political will to be able to do something and do it well. You know, when EFCC talks these days, people don't take them serious because up to now, we've not heard anything about Yaya Bello. Has he left the country? Or is he still in Kogi State? So this is where the security architecture needs to wake up. But it was easy for them to, to arrest Joe Ajero. But nobody has been able to arrest Yaya Bello. The issue of Betty Edu, nobody has said anything to us. And so that's why I keep saying that so long as you have a system that does not punish people for crime, the crime will continue to linger.
All right, then. Let's quickly move on. So, I'm still speaking about this. Now, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, has said that the terrorism as it is, has provided cover for other crimes such as political assassination, kidnapping, armed robbery, and other violent acts to thrive. The question now is, with all the amounts of money we have expended in fighting terrorism, how come it's continued to foster? There were indications, there were gossips in the last what do you call it now, attack of our APC armored personnel carrier, attack on the military, that it looked more like there was some sort of sabotage in that conversation. In fact, there are some gossips that sometimes when these kind of things happen, that there are arms already in those carriers that these bandits cut away with. What is going on? How has it become so difficult for successive administrations to nip this insecurity in the bud? And security has topped our budget for about 10 years down counting, and we've not been able to conquer it. It looks like it's getting worse or taking different shape. He said that with Boko Haram, ISWAP added, and now we have bandits, and bandits has become a thing. See the kind of fire that Toji Bello is spitting. And the federal government, so through the defense minister for state for defense, is saying we should neglect him, that he has a mental problem.
How can a man, I don't understand how a man who goes about slaughtering people, who goes about asking people to pay levy, even farmers to pay levy before accessing their farms, how can somebody who, as a minister, come out and tell Nigerians that that person is insane? He knows what he's doing. If I'm right, Tunji Bello was born in 1994, so they say, a very young man, should be in his 30s or so. I don't think, you see, corruption is the bane of the problem. Corruption, I'll keep telling you, breeds poverty. Poverty breeds terrorism. It breeds armed robbery. Poverty makes people do the unthinkable. Because out of poverty, you have a lot of people who drop out of school. What do you want them to do? How do you want them to survive? Out of poverty, a father with 3 kids may not have money to feed the children in a day. Poverty stares you in the eye, especially when you have a sick mother or a sick father or a sick brother. How do you feel living in a country with so much riches and few people living in affluence, and you are living in poverty? I believe that insecurity can be fully addressed, starting by ensuring that there is accountability, ensuring that people who are corrupt in the system are punished. This whole idea of asking people, declare your assets. Who goes to investigate? Who goes to collaborate what they have said? I would surprise you. I've met quite a number of politicians who would tell you, they want me to declare my asset. They will declare what they believe they will get in the next 4 years. Nobody verifies those information. So, is it the Chief of Army Staff, saying that, yes, we agree, but the question is, his predecessors, have they been able to account for all the money that's been given to the Ministry of Defense? Have they been able to account for all the money that's been budgeted to fight terrorism? There is total lack of accountability. And that is the problem. Until people are held accountable for their actions, people are punished for doing the wrong thing, this thing will continue to linger. And I'll tell you for free that the insurgents you have in the north is as a result of bad governance by all those who have ruled the north across board. The same thing has crept into the southeast. Bad governance, no good roads, no water, no electricity, no medical, no schools. Yet, those who are your leaders send their children abroad. They go abroad. What's ordinary headache? They fly abroad for treatment. These are the reasons why insurgents, banditry, unknown gunmen, killings, kidnapping is going on across the entire country. I would expect
billions of dollars and naira to kidnap and detain Nnamdi Kanu illegally, despite court judgments in his favor. Meanwhile, they could not even catch Toji Bello. The group emphasized that it will not allow Fulani terrorists to drag its leader's name into the terrorism mess. Furthermore, IPOB sympathized with indigenous Hausa people who are being decimated by these the Fulani terrorists and urged them to rise up and defend themselves. You know that that drama that played out while Bashir Ahmed tried to make that reference.
Well, the last administration, as far as I'm concerned, they had something with Nnamdi Kanu, and they felt that he was talking too much. They felt it was disturbing them, and they went all out for him. Well, everybody saw the way Nnamdi Kanu was brought back into this country, and for me, I felt, oh, good. If they can go that far, all the way to Kenya, to bring him back, what will it cost them to go to? Then we used to hear of what's this place in the north again?
Sambisa Forest.
Sambisa Forest.
Okay.
We used to hear us, and then they made Sambisa Forest look like a fortress. So what stops them from going into the fortress? A few days back or a few weeks back, there was a memo purportedly, which they have said is fake, but it's purportedly from the Zamfara state government.
Okay.
Yes, there's a memo which was on social media, even though the government has come to say it is fake. But that memo, reeled out names of all these bandits and the amount of money that should be given to them, and also added media houses that would help to promote it.
Oh.
Yes. Quite a number of media houses. Even some individuals were also on the list. So I think the commissioner was asking for about 1 something trillion
to settle bandits.
Out of that, they were going to spend about they were going to spend maybe about 1 something billion or
so. But it's fake now, so what's the point?
No, but the point I'm trying to make is wherever that fake information is coming from, this so-called bandit and their leaders are not hidden. They are known by the people. They are known.
Well, Toji Bello has said it several times. The Matawale knows him. That's he's this.
They have a relationship.
He's accused him several times.
They have a relationship.
So it's
which is not.
He's done videos accusing him.
Good. So what have they done? And that is why I have always said, in this country, you don't have punishment for crime.
What would the punishment have been?
First and foremost, because of the fact that a bandit or a terrorist has been naming one minister, that minister should be suspended.
And examined?
And proper investigation carried out.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, this is what should be done. It's not being emotional right now. It's because we are looking for a solution to something that is eating up the fabric of this nation.
How about you call this an accusation? How about if the accusation is untrue?
It comes back.
Oh, wow.
You cannot stand in office when you have been investigated. You cannot stay in office when people are accusing you. You step aside. That's the most honorable thing to do.
But the federal government itself has not even reacted to that. It is the minister who, calls the bluff of the young man. I said
to some people that This government is a government of settlement. That is the spirit of Emiloko.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yes. It is my turn. So everybody with the president, it is their turn. These are people who worked for him to become a president in one way or the other.
Okay.
My grounds with the Minister of State is the fact that 8 years as a governor of Zamfara State, there is nothing that man would show to the people of that state.
So you think he ought to have nipped insecurity in the bud?
He should have. 8 years down the line. At a point, he left Zamfara State and was staying in Abuja. How can a governor run away from his own state?
So, going by the reply of the IPOB but with the comparison of Nnamdi Kanu.
Well, I think they are totally wrong. Yes, I think it's
Bashir was wrong to
Bashir
make
is totally wrong to say that. But then everything in Nigeria has been turned into, once you're arrested now you're charged for terrorism. Mm-hmm. Yes, now they have made terrorism look like a police charge. We need to.
Then where are the real terrorists now?
That is the question. We need to see.
If every other person is innocent, at least.
The law says you are innocent until proven guilty.
Absolutely.
So, as far as Nigerians are concerned, sensible and reasonable thinking Nigerians, Nnamdi Kanu is still innocent.
Okay.
Moreover, in all that has happened around Nnamdi Kanu, nobody saw him with a gun. But we saw Asali Dokubo brandishing gun that will sing the song of the Emiloko once more. People have been beaten. Hunger is in the land. People are scared to talk. People are scared to cough. It's a sign of dictatorship. So Afenifere is not wrong.
So you think it's tilting towards
fascism? It is tilting towards dictatorship. Gradually, systematically. Those who came out wielding sticks, clubs and all of that during the elections, they can't even come out anymore. They can't, even if you give them the stick today, they won't be able to wield it because hunger has stared them in the face. I had thought, like every other Nigerian, I had thought that considering where Bola Tinubu was coming from, I had thought that he would come to right the wrongs.
Is he not righting the wrong? That's what he says he's doing.
I had thought he would come and take away the burdens from the shoulders of Nigerians. But today, Nigerians are being pushed back into abject poverty. Buhari said he was going to lift 10 million Nigerians out of poverty. I don't even know if he lifted 2 people.
Okay, all right.
But now we have a president that has pushed Nigerians into abject poverty.
Okay. So
and in the middle of all of this, this government is living large, as if nothing is happening.
So far records a surplus trade of about 6.9 trillion naira.
How much is a bag of rice?
I'm coming, sir. Let me even read it out to you, West, so we will all understand. They say Nigeria recorded a surplus, a trade surplus of 6.95 trillion naira in the second quarter of 2024. This is according to a report released by National Bureau of Statistics. It's even a government agency. Today, Wednesday. Now, Nairametrics reports that that this reflects the country's strong export performance amidst a slight decline in overall mechanized trade. And it also shows a decline in Nigeria's imports. That is, our imports is reducing, but our exports is increasing.
What are we exporting? How can you be exporting when people are hungry?
Yes, sir. Ew.
What are you exporting? Why is National Bureau of Statistics lying to Nigerians? Tomorrow now they will come and tell you that inflation has reduced. But how much is a bag of rice in the market? How much is a bag of curry in the market? Do you know that a lot of Nigerians go to bed empty hungry today? They don't even have food to eat. And you're telling me you're reading out statistics that doesn't add value to the lives of Nigerians. I was
going to even mention the figure because we have exports from crude oil and non-crude oil exports. Crude oil exports could account for about 74 percent of this of the total of this amount.
Leave the crude oil.
Whilst we
That has
have
always been there.
non-crude oil as for making about 25%
What
of the
and
total
what makes
amount
up
of
the
exports.
25%?
Export of other things now.
What are the things they exported?
Non-crude oil things now.
What are the things
like
they exported?
agricultural produce
Where
now.
did they get the agricultural produce from? Yes. I do not really know where
We
the
exported to Europe,
I do not
America
know where
countries, every
the
other
National
place.
Bureau of Statistics get their data from. It's like some people just sit in the office and they look into the crystal ball and they say, okay, let us tell Nigerians this. The only time you can say something that the economy is improving is when the livelihood of Nigerians improve.
Okay.
Bread is moving. The price of bread is going up every day.
Okay, so there's something.
The price of beans is unreachable to the poor Nigerians. The price of egg is going up every day. Even ordinary gala that Nigerians eat on the road no longer have any beef inside of it. So what is it? What item will you say that Nigerians are benefiting from? Is it electricity? So what is it that Nigerians are benefiting from? How much is this petrol today? We are still fighting a war between 800, 900 and 1,000 and 1,002. Government has not been able to stabilize the price. Where are the savings from subsidy is gone? Who are the cartels who have been benefiting from subsidy? Are they not human beings? Are they not Nigerians? Can you not mention them? Why are the refineries not working?
Okay. All right, very quickly, let's touch this issue from budget, where budget, the civil tech non-profit organization, says the Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria in Ibadan, or your state, got 250 million naira for solar street lights in some areas of Lagos in the 2024 budget. If you break down the 2024 budget, they posted this on X, Twitter. Budget raised concerns over the institute's plans to fund unrelated projects like solar street lights. That is, what's in concern Cocoa Institute concern solar, a health center and a motorcycle in Lagos, Ondo and Rivers, Osun State. That is how health institutes could come be people where they will come give contracts to come fund.
Misplaced priority.
Now, the same institute is spending 100 million on motorcycles in Osun, 100 million on health center construction in Ondo, 200 million on classroom renovation in Rivers. These types of insertions should have no place in the 2025. But they say sometimes budget is padded.
Well, obviously.
Is this
now? Let's look at it. Suddenly, Cocoa Institute has become a constituency project. They are now doing constituency projects. Money must exchange hands. Why are they not focusing on their core area of competence? When last did they talk about export of cocoa in this country? When? If they were telling me that they're thinking of cultivating 1,000 for cocoa, it will make sense. All of a sudden, Cocoa Institute have joined in sharing palliatives. That is how Nigeria has been reduced. Every MDA, every organization under government has gotten into palliative sharing. They're doing charity work. They're leaving their core responsibility. And then tomorrow, this budget will be approved. The funds will go out. Nobody will see it. So you mean that it is now the job of Cocoa Institute to be installing solar light all over the place? Why do you have the Ministry of Works? Maybe they will also start, transportation business as well. These are the things Nigerians are talking about. Lack of accountability, lack of transparency.
All right, so just before we go, let's quickly hit the Edo State capital, Benin City, where election is going to take place in the next couple of days. As Edo State governor and the leader of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, has indicated that the PDP may not sign the peace accord today, on the grounds that the agency, the police responsible for enforcing the accord, have, through their actions, shown that they are acting in the interest of the All Progressives Congress, APC, and waging war against the PDP. So Godwin Obaseki spoke when he received the chairman of the National Peace Committee, NPC, and former military head of state, General Abdulsalam Abubakar, who was on a courtesy visit to the government house in Benin City, in Edo State capital, ahead of the signing of the peace accord on September. You know, this is a ritual every time.
How has this peace accord helped our democracy?
How has it stopped them? I wanted to say, how did it stop?
What happened in Lagos when people
ask that question?
So how was the peace initiative or the peace whatever? How has it helped this country?
So
let us
do you
stop
now
that-
say now
see.
it is right for Edo State, the PDP in Edo State, to insist on not signing the accord?
I have not until I see results of what that peace. This whole thing about peace is just a mirage. We all know that Nigerian politics is about money. It's about godfatherism. It's about influence. If you ask me, I'll tell you that there are two major contestants in Edo State. PDP and Labour Party. Yes.
But you know that the PDP have been accusing the federal government through the police of suppressing some of their members, arresting people. That's exactly one of the reasons why the governor said what he said about not signing the peace accord. As a matter of fact, they even accused INEC of appointing Wike's supporter, Wike's henchman, as the as the commissioner, resident electoral commissioner in the state.
Well,
and they said that if that is the case, then that means there is no no guarantee for a free and fair election.
Well, if that is what has happened, it simply shows that suddenly our supposedly democratic president is not democratic anymore. Democracy is about the people. It's about allowing the will of the people to prevail. Democracy is about allowing everybody equal opportunity to participate.
So is there anything wrong with somebody who's a Wike's friend?
It is totally unacceptable. You need a neutral body.
Oh, wow.
Because Wike has interest.
You know that he claimed he helped Obaseki win the 2020 election.
Well, that is not on
and
record.
they fell out after that. And Obaseki did not in turn help him back when he was fighting Atiku in the 2023 election. Remember that?
You see, our political class are the ones pushing this country into the doldrums. They are the ones pushing this country deep into confusion. And they need to wake up. They need to wake up. I still believe that the police should be neutral.
But the PDP is accusing them of not being neutral.
Allow the will of the people to prevail. Allow the will of the people to prevail.
But seeing the way Nigerian elections are held in the past, and do you see the will of the people indeed prevailing?
Well, when you hear grab it, snatch it, and run.
That is not the question I asked. That.
No, when you have that mindset, how do you want to have a credible election? How do you want to have a credible election? No matter how you look at it, that is what Nigerian politics has boiled down to. I remember when is it Otto Nzeribe used to say then, do whatever it takes to win and let your opponent go to court.
So you think that was what's happening?
It played out in the 2023 election.
How?
We saw what happened. Do everything to win. Let your opponent go to court. After all, the INEC chairman told you while they were collecting results, say, go to court. And we saw the result of going to court. When you have somebody supervising an election that is biased, you can never have a credible election.
So you support
I am
the
totally
PDP
shocked.
for not...
I'm even totally shocked that up till now, this presidency has allowed Mahmoud to remain as INEC chairman.
What did he do wrong?
What did he do
Why
wrong?
shouldn't he be there?
All the money that was budgeted to give us beavers, all the promise of transmitting elections.
You mean the about 305 billion naira budgeted for the election?
Has he accounted for it? Why is it that suddenly during the presidential election you had glitches, but you did not have glitches during the House of Rep and the senatorial election?
Still don't have clear picture of what that.
And nobody has told us what that glitch is all about. And you allow the same man to continue to conduct elections.
But they say glitch. Now, you know when you say glitch,
and you
don't
think that
understand
the
what
elections
glitch
will be
is.
free and fair? The Politicians should continue. They want this country to explode. They should continue.
All right, Lagos, these are the hot topics that we have this hour. Let's quickly begin to take your thoughts and reactions and the conversations we've raised tonight. 0700 903 903 903. There's a number to call. 0700 903 903 903. And for those who may be just joining us, let's quickly reel out the hot topics that we've had this evening to you. Federal government commences implementation of National Values Charter so that you can value your tradition and culture
Precious,
very well.
the way you are saying this thing is annoying me.
Sorry, sir.
Please.
Sorry, sir.
It's annoying me.
Okay, let me go to the
It's
next
playing on
conversation, sir.
intelligence of Nigerians.
No, but it's a good thing, sir.
It's playing on intelligence of Nigerians.
All right, apologies. Now, gunmen demand 30 million ransom motorcycles for abducted Kaduna councillorship aspirant. And a political assassins operate under cover of terrorists. Nigerian army chief says. So did he do like say they be bandits, but they be political assassins? We will tighten grip on banks to cut off funds to bandits. EFCC will starve them of funds through the banks. Tinubu's government sliding into fascism. Afenifere says. We also told you that IPOB replies Buhari's aide Bashir Ahmed comparing Nnamdi Kanu with Turji Bello is duplicity. Not try him again. And then Nigerians applaud President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the country records a 6.9 trillion trade surplus in Q2 2024. That is from April, May, and June 2024. With imports weakening, that is too much of imported goods is now reducing, and exportation of goods is now increasing. So we're going up. And then I did also tell you that budget says Cocoa Institute in Oyo got 250 million naira for Lagos street light projects in 2024 and other things in the 2024 budget. In that budget, Cocoa Institute waiting concern street light. Waiting concern other empowerment. That is what budget is trying to tell us in this place. Then I did also tell you that Edo 2024 PDP may not sign peace accord. Police waging war against us. Obaseki, the governor, says so. As PDP APC baker over chieftain's arrest in Edo State. PDP chieftain's arrest in Edo State. 0700 903 903 903. That's the phone line to call. And the WhatsApp number is 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338. That is the WhatsApp line to call. Hello, good evening to you. Hello. Hello, good evening. Are you there? Well, if you can hear me, I cannot hear you. So if you can hear me, please do well to call us back so we can hear you. Hello, good evening. Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, very well. Crystal, go ahead, please, sir.
Okay, I greet your guest there. Good evening, sir.
I greet you, sir. Oh, he greets you, sir.
God bless your wisdom.
Please remind us your name, sir.
So, okay, my name is Jonathan. I'm calling from London.
Jonathan, you're welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, let me... I've stated on this program that Tinubu needs to appoint a Minister of Insecurity. I didn't know what he's waiting for. That's the cabinet isn't complete yet. So that is that. So on the issue of this peace accord, I was watching the video earlier today where Obaseki declined and explained to former head of state that there are some there are some PDP member that they took to Abuja. So this thing is just it's just a Photoshop. This yes. It's this peace accord is just a Photoshop, and I don't want to use a kind of a polite insult on the former head of state.
No, please don't do that, sir. You're on public radio.
Yes. I retract my word.
Thank you.
So, what I want to say that this thing is not working. It's not working because he was there. He was there when Dilo Melai was shouting that what they were other different from what they got in 2023 election. So, and everybody who was there was looking at Dino Melai in the center Abuja. So this upcoming one, it might always be the same because IGP has started playing this.
Hello. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello. Good evening to you and welcome. Hello. Hello, good evening. Are you there? Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Okay. Okay. Good evening. Welcome, sir.
Problem of is that what can APC give? Nobody can give what is they have not. It's what you have that you can give. So, what do you expect APC to give to Nigerians? From the election in the first election now coming at Edo State, already they have masterminded everything what they want to do and rig the election.
So if you're speaking on public radio, you have to speak facts. Apologies, I won't let you, go along with rumors. As much as it is your personal opinion, sir, please. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. I have someone on hold.
So what I'm saying
Yes.
is that if Nigeria wants to move forward like all other countries in the world, there must be justice. They say that who comes to equity must come with clean hands. What is happening to Nigeria today is what Nigeria they deserve. Many people, they will see evil happening, and because that person that is the government is from my place or from my state, they look at that person as good. And when the same person, another person comes and do otherwise, they think it as bad. What is good for the gender is not good for the gender. So what I'm saying now is this: the Second Republic, all the governors then, after 4 years, they were like what they used to be. None of them were super rich. But this time around, if someone becomes a governor after 4 or 8 years, he becomes a trillionaire in Nigeria. They will begin to have airlines, or nobody question them. How much was their salary for how many years you did everything? So that's the problem. And for instance, now what is happening in this country today is that for someone to contest, even local government chairman, they will say bring how many millions to buy for. And after most of them borrow money and when they borrow money to collect those funds, don't you know that there's a business they are going to do there?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good evening to you. Good evening. Hello, are you there? Lagos phone lines are still open 0700 903 903 903. I'd like to state once more that opinions of guests and callers are strictly theirs. But as much as your opinion is yours and of course is not representative of the station or the host that is, please ensure that you speak facts. I beg you. Hello, good evening to you. Good evening. Are you there? Good evening. Hello.
Hello, yeah. Is it my turn now?
It is your turn, oh. It is your local. This is your local. You're welcome.
Good evening. Ike speaking from London.
Ike, you're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening, friends.
Good evening, my brother.
They say they are signing peace accord when all of them there don't have peace. How can they sign peace when they don't have peace? Anyway, that's by the way. You see, the problem of Nigeria is INEC. They have to work on INEC. If INEC is not reformed, just forget all these things they are doing in the election in Nigeria. It will still end up ISBDA. So I think they have to make law or put more emphasis on INEC reform. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, INEC reform. If INEC is not reformed, you saw this political class. They must find a way to fix their own person there and to end up in the court. And you know how Nigerian court is these days. If I don't want to say it, but it's how it is these days. It's highest bidder.
That's not true.
Okay,
that is not true.
I know you will counter it.
Oh, so
anyway,
you know, then why are you saying it now? You know I'm a wicked headmistress, then why are you going there?
I swear to God, if you are headmistress, your students will suffer. You won't agree for anybody at all.
Thank you for showing me off balance. Go ahead.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate
I have nothing to say. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. All right, Lagos phone lines are still open. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. And 0817 175 6338. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my bro, my dear.
Thank you. Welcome.
I'm calling from First Stack.
You're calling from First Stack. Go ahead, please.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Let me tell you. My name is Kifingeren.
Okay, Nzerem, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, let me tell you.
Okay, Sam.
You know what is going on. These are called, in the Janaka, in the west of people are called. Everywhere they go to people, they are not keys. Like the way you fuck a woman, put in penis into his eye, you're insulting. The Nigerians are people that rule this country and insulted this country. Like you staying there when one wants to talk, you say that you should not talk. You should not talk. Why can't we talk? You are dying. People are dying. You are telling us you have peace accord. Which kind of peace accord? Every year, the former president will go peace accord. We all know all these things. We don't want to talk. We just keep quiet. We Nigerians are fools. We don't know left and right. All these things they are doing, they are deceiving us. They are deceiving us, telling us that it's peace accord. Who can peace accord? If they go there and APC carry from there, you say, okay, go to court. Oh, I beg, you're not good. I'm the last person to vote anything in this country again. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye. Thank you, my brother. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening. This is Tony from Chicago.
Mr. Tony, you're welcome. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get you guys online.
Hey, we're too hot. I say we'll have over 1,000 calls every day.
I know.
Sorry. I mean, on this show. So go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate your personal, what's it called, YouTube. In that place, they cannot see you as APC woman.
Hey.
Yeah, for the masses. Yeah. That's where I can see difference. So you can go to act as a Nollywood actor.
No, but you don't know my background is acting though. I studied theater arts. First degree.
Honestly,
and I'm a very fine actor, by the way, just to let you know. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me say, like what Prince Chidaka said, if there is no penalty in the crime, you keep multiplying. You see this issue about kidnapping. I remember one thing I can remember Rocha Sokolocha, when he was governor of Imo State. Kidnapping was that right. But the day the man took a decision. If a kidnapper is fined, all his houses will be burned down, both in the village and anywhere. And the person, if he's living in a rental place, the whole house will burn down. And the man did 2 or 3 times. People know that he's serious. He did more than that. Any kidnapper they go to the village, bring out the house, and in the town, bring out the properties. Raise it down, and before you know it, no kidnapper you can say in Imo State. If these people who are doing this thing, they allow it to be going because, like in Ebola, I said, allow them mabudo this there. If the place is getting what did I put it? If there's war, there's some people gaining from it. That's why you see it going every day by day. It's like here in America. Let me give you. If you commit a crime and get a felony under your name, you are just like you've been a walking ghost. You don't do a good job. That's what people are careful what you do. In China, if a politician commits embezzlement, what is his consequence? Capital punishment. But in Nigeria, they now go to negotiation. Pressure. If I become a governor and I embezzle 10 billion, and I will be trying to say, yes, come, let's talk. I give you 2 million, I take 8 billion, and I go. The matter closed. Who is getting? Who is losing? The government of Nigeria is losing. The poor masses are losing. So that's why you see corruption going at headway in Nigeria. NNPC is not to write man about. The most thing that we can boast of is oil. Today we don't know how much we produce per day. We don't give account. No, and the president is the minister of petroleum. That's to tell you what we are going through. We need to have a change of thought. The people reading us, I don't know what they're thinking about the masses. Well, let's keep praying, as you used to say.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Tony. Thank you. I hope you're praying for America too.
I cannot pray for America.
You will pray. Oh, why will you tell us to pray here? You not pray there. Oh, God, soak your chaplet inside water. Continue praying.
No, I don't need to pray. Our system is
Thank you, Mr. Tony. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, good evening to you.
Precious.
Sir. Good evening, sir.
You remember?
Remind me your name first of all now. Remind me your name now. You just call me Precious. Joe, go ahead, Joe.
Precious, you remember Matabale case? Matabale case is not a hidden thing. He was dining with this Tunji Bello. He was dining with Tunji Bello. So many people saw him. He dined with Tunji Bello. So it's like this APC government is abracadabra. They don't something. They don't that this thing is true, and they'll go and tell you that this thing is wrong. That is this APC government. I don't know what I got to do, but I thank God by grace of God, Almighty God, by 2027 you will not see APC in this Nigeria again, because they will not stop the evils they are doing.
But these people are using us to play draft. I don't know. In fact, this is the worst government I've ever seen in this country since I was born. I'm telling you the truth. Look, Buhari said that you will miss him, and it's like we are missing Buhari now, because a liter of petrol during Buhari time is 140 something, 150. Now, what are we seeing now? Today, I couldn't buy fuel because I have a lot to do. Children's school fee. I never finish my own. I go buy liter of petrol, 1,300 Naira. Yeah. I go come eat, join them. Pay the papi, join them. We know they talk of DSTV again, because that one, then the hammer anyhow. So, let our government, if they cannot change, let's change them. Because this thing is, in fact, I don't know how to say it again. Look at, they are killing everywhere. We are not even talking about only hunger. We are not talking about only fuel price high. But killing again, no security. We cannot sleep with our two eyes again in this country. Precious. Why? I remember, let me read out my comment there. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too. And also with you. Sorry. Okay, it's not God be with you. God bless you too. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. Hello. Good evening to you, Lagos. This is 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Welcome. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, please. I can't hear you. What's your name? Can you help me speak up? Hello? No. I can't hear you. Please do well to call back if you can hear me. Phone lines are still open. Lagos 0700 903 903 903. Good evening. Hello? All right. Unfortunately, I can't hear you. Hello, good evening. Are you there? All right. Hello, good evening.
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, Maga.
Good evening.
Auntie Precious, my lovely sister.
Is it Madam Quality?
In our son now.
Madam Quality, how markets now?
You
don't tell yourself
I just feel it last. I don't feel it last at all. I'm very angry. Very angry.
Sorry.
Madam Precious, please, whenever you open your radio to do evening lunch, tell Nigerians to quickly go and borrow money, go and buy rice. If you want to eat rice in December, even if it's half bag, go and buy it. Stop eating rice from now till December, so that you can be able to
eat it in December.
Enjoy with others. Yes.
Are you serious?
What my eyes saw today, Madam Precious, is not about. We are not joking. This thing is, before if somebody want to add money, the standard thing we add 100 naira, 50 naira, 300 naira. But now, you will go to market, something we add 3,000 naira on top of what you bought yesterday. What is all this? Especially this rice of 18. There is something I sent for you on WhatsApp. If God did not save Nigeria from this, anyway, I don't know. It's just 3 months to come. If Nigeria did not buy rice, 150,000, as what we are seeing now, Omo, it go shock. This time around, if you don't even try to go to any person's house December, because many people will not cook rice. If you have money, just buy your rice and keep. Even if it's half bag, have it, start eating other things so that you can enjoy with others. I don't want to open my mouth and tell you how much rice is now. Other people can call. Even the guy that told us that rice has dropped, let them call. Let him call. Ordinary Nigerian rice, Abakaliki rice, is 90,000 naira.
Are you serious? Meanwhile, Madam Quality, I define Abakaliki rice to buy you. How go you see him?
I am here for
now,
you.
Waiting my doctor recommend for me be that.
It's very tasty. It's very
I know. Now waiting, I define them to buy. Oh yeah, now be my plug now. Be my plug.
I said I'm here. I'm here to supply you any quantity. Well, I'm here.
Thank you.
I'm sourcing for meeting people that bring their orders now, so that I can source for them and make it available. Because by December, that rice will be sell 120.
So you say right now 90,000 naira for one bag of Abakaliki rice? Are you serious?
Yes, exactly. Yes. So I just want to give this update for people to go and verify. Groundnut oil is heading to 62,000. I'm not talking about the cooked one, the sealed one. I'm talking about the refilled one. The refilled one that we are buying 30, even when we are buying it 30,000 naira, we are crying. Now it's 59,000 naira. For us that are buying in quantity, not for people that buy only keg. We are buying drums. So these are not smiling. They are not smiling, and we just enter Vermont. And the way the thing is even moving, 3,000 naira on top of what you bought today. And maybe before this weekend, it will top another 3,000 naira. So the price I'm giving you now is for today. Tomorrow, I will still update you guys. Thank you so much.
So
it is well. Thank you.
You see when
talk again.
When the National Bureau of Statistics roll out information and give out data, and you keep asking, where are they getting their information from? Where are they getting their information from? And that's why I asked, how much is a bag of rice? How much is a bag of curry? Before you begin to talk about earnings, this government is all interested in earnings and sharing the money with the governors, and nobody is seeing anything that they're doing with it. So that's just it. It's all about earnings, and not about the people. So if you're telling me now that you have made a lot of money from your exports, why are Nigerians still going hungry? Why are the cost of items going up?
So you mean that would have reflected in the economy generally?
Exactly. And that is why this Consumer Protection Commission has given 1 month notice. And I said, you're giving 1 month notice to farmers, to marketers, to reduce their prices. What have you done yourself? Few days after they gave that, petrol went up. Yet, the 70,000 naira minimum wage has not been implemented.
All right, so let's go to some messages. I don't want to get emotional. Let's go to some messages very quickly. This is beyond. I don't even know what to say. Precious. It's actually answer you, sir. Precious, sir. I hope this gives you long life and prosperity. Kim Jong-il ordered the execution of 300 top government officials that failed to prevent flooding in North Korea. Go and verify. Okay, say top government officials equivalent to ministers and co in Nigeria. But what do we have in Nigeria is to blame climate change. Hey, thunder and lightning. Chai. It's indeed town hall meeting. Town hall different. I didn't get that. Okay, Simisola from Isola says, good evening to Precious and Prince Francis Chelaka. Ineptitude lost their sanity of true and fair judgment, but love to wallow in lies and propaganda. Nnamdi Kanu is not a bandit and should not be compared with such evil. A peaceful night to you, Precious and Prince Francis Chelaka. His Royal Highness, calm down, sir. Sorry, sir. Why is the point of knowing our rights in Nigeria? Do we have rights in Nigeria? If we do, Nnamdi Kanu is not be in custody till now. King Joe from Surulere sent in that message. And then Kenny Young from Okoaba says it's high time our government woke up from slumber. For how long do we continue giving excuses? After 64 years of independence, Nigeria still talking about insecurity, unemployment, poverty, hardship. Shame supposed catch us, Abi. This Solomon says, please, what are the governors in the East doing with their security votes? And who are the people declaring state of emergency or sit at home in the East? Is it the same Easterners or Northerners? You heard the so-called unknown gunmen asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The problem with the East is an intra-problem. The governors can deal with that. Prince Francis Chilaka, I'll get back to you on that. The early you guys know the EFCC doesn't have the power of their own, the better. The earlier you meant. They work under the instruction of government. This is to say the country has a long way to go if they don't set some department to be independent. The country goes nowhere. Valentine sent in that message. Valentine, thank you. Prince, you're always on point. Thank you. Even if they built heavenly panel body in to let its citizen know the constitution, as long as this government is wouldn't work. I don't understand. Government knows everything that is going bad in this country. What a pity. Chris from Ajawa State sent in this. And Emmanuel from Ikeja says, please, where is our president? We're looking for our president. This whole secrecy in the federal government is alarming, and freedom of speech is no more free. This cannot be the definition of democracy. And please, why is this the new charge they charge everyone now? Financing terrorism or treasonable felony offense or regime change. The choice of labeling innocent people is not nice. And at the end of the day, they won't come out after investigation is done and retract the statement. Be like, say that's thing, don't stamp for your body, Abi. I'm happy that same APC members are now complaining about the government. Kenechiko from First Stack, that's what he said. And Jude from Okota says, please, I believe that the president is giving the military free hand. He doesn't want to offend the what? The Fulanis, just like during Jonathan, when he started dealing with Boko Haram, when the Netherlands, especially the Fulanis, were challenging Jonathan administration for killing their people. And John from Yenapaja says, the All Progressives Congress APC is more effective as an opposite party rather than a leading party. Well, they were more effective as an opposition party than a leading party. Their strength lies in critiquing and holding the government accountable rather than the governance itself. As an opposition party, the APC has demonstrated a robust ability to oppose constructively, criticize politics, but they struggle to translate this into effective leadership when in power. Okay.
But
you agree?
That's the truth.
Someone said it sounds brilliant.
Let me say this. Okay. If APC, if current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in the position, and let's just assume that Labour was declared the winner, and then on the day of inauguration, they say subsidy is gone. I know Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the next day he would make sure that he shuts down this country. But what do we have? He has the power. Can he use it well to the advantage of Nigerians, or is he going to use it to his own selfish ends? Future will tell.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Hello, Precious. A great show. God will bless your analyst. He's saying the complete truth, speaking with power, with facts. That's what he says. And then this here says, good evening, Precious. Please, where does that bearer of statistics get their figures from? Now, they hold the statistics now. That is done. I didn't be the part of statistics. You think that agency is part of our problem with its fake statistics? Come on. No be statistics we could chop, but then calm down, brother. They are the agency in charge of it. Good evening, Precious. Honestly, I'm a bit confused on what is happening in this country. Is it a crime being a Nigerian? Why is it that politicians no longer admit they are wrong? Precious, nothing is working. Do you think we are cursed? Gabriel from Hope Estate. God forbid, we're not cursed. Precious greetings from Shilaka, my brother. I hail you too. I will not take Afenifere, Gani Adams, and other Yoruba unions serious. When their brothers in power begins to settle them, they will definitely change words. My happiness is that poverty has united every one of us. Daniel from Agege sent in that message. And the law of arrest is there, but only meted to political opponents. Michael from Ogun State, Ifo. Edo people should vote wisely. That's what you said too. And then, good evening, Precious and Prince Francis. The Chief of Army Staff should not tell us different types of crime. He should be telling us his solutions to solving these various crimes. Nigeria, we hail thee. No political jaguda. You see, na political jaguda we carry with the practice. Na zero end game a politics be. That's what you said. This is coming from who now? CY from UK. I appreciate you, CY. When will our democracy grow to maturity? Why is it that anytime there is election, it will be like we're going out for war? What is wrong with the people of Nigeria?
It's not the people of Nigeria. I don't want anybody to say that. It is the political class. It's not the people of Nigeria.
Okay.
There's institutionalized poverty, and the politicians are taking advantage of that. That is why you only see the political class. You only see those vying for position relating with the poor people, relating with the ordinary Nigerians when they want your vote. They can push wheelbarrow, they can drive keke napep, they can even carry pure water and hawk on their heads. But the moment they get elected, the moment they are declared winners, they forget you. You cannot even relate with their children or even their drivers. That is how bad it is.
All right. Peace accord is nothing but deceit. They should rather stop deceiving Nigerians. After signing the PC, thugs and police will harass, intimidate, and rig elections at will without any arrest or prosecution. What a country! Harry Ogada from Pangrove sent in that. And okay. All right, and this here says, good evening, Precious and Prince Francis Chilaka. I always got amused when government agencies will first announce their strategies and how to get to those who want to arrest or investigate. Please, is that not a systematic way of giving information to the alleged offenders? Please, my name is Tony from Okota. Well, let me quickly go to YouTube now, where I have tons of reactions still on YouTube. I begin with, from the bottom, Osa says, we elected a consumption government. Little Mistakes says Tinubu we go follow. He said Tinubu will go follow if this moving or he's going. Tinubu will go follow. Okay, now song you did sing for me. The Precious TV says Nigeria society is in the sorry. Whenever I think about it, my heart aches. Sorry, it's not in the sorry. Lindsay Kant says, please, who is in control and in charge of market women? The daughter of, with question mark. Certainly not Precious Amy. Surplus Link says Nigeria, how many bank managers can challenge local government chairman, not to talk of governors? Eating wine. And then APC is using very beautiful women to gag callers on radio stations. Remember, I did not call any name. You go tire. You go tire. Amarachi Ude says, well, I don't know. Those that are beautiful should answer their questions. Those that are not beautiful, they're sitting on their own. Amarachi Uche says, I'm surprised that after that INEC did in 2023, the Abdulsalam Abubakar will still be moving around Nigeria talking about peace accord in the election. Please, Edo people should not sign anything, any non-existent peace. That's what she says. Aderik Bigbe Okunola Olukunle says, you guys are doing a great job. I appreciate you. Jessica Sumana says, please, Precious, the Nigerian army you know today are not the original armies you knew before. Verify it. All the armies you know I don't want to say that. That's not true. Okay. Chill Power says, Book of Lamentation. Here we go again. Fortunately, we're here. So it is not Book of Lamentation. It is creating awareness and building your consciousness, because you cannot get it one day. Rome was not built in a day, and it is with continuous consciousness that we will get it. Anna Konwan of CK says, what is happening in Nigerian government APC? Westman Kiddo says, good evening, Precious. Why is our government confusing us as if they don't even understand what treason is? All right, let me go back to those phone lines now. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, Precious.
Sir?
Precious.
Sir?
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Well done.
How are you today?
I'm not fine, but just go ahead. If you want a sincere answer, then I'm not fine.
Okay. Let me introduce myself.
Oh, that's Jova. I caught you.
I dribbled you. Did not.
No, you did not. You did not. I was just, I was multitasking.
You almost didn't get it. Good evening to the wise Prince Chilaka.
Jova, how now?
I do, the prince. Yesterday I was worried. It looks like the timetable changed. I am not coming on Wednesday, and Dr. Deji is coming on Tuesday now. Don't know if it is permanent.
Yes.
Okay. All is good. Where do we start from, Prince Chilaka? Where do we start from? Oh God, Precious.
Sir,
I am getting tired.
Please don't be.
But I will not give up. I won't give up. Yesterday, transport fare went to the sky, and it's still there.
Hey.
Students,
after the fuel I bought today, I'm not surprised.
I heard when you were talking about you buying fuel, Precious. I wonder if you are buying full tank now, depending on the size of your car, it has to be about 150,000, Precious.
Sir?
What I am asking is this. I don't know if Prince Chilaka can at least help me with the answer. Is there any country in this world, the whole world, where a person will use 1,000 worth of that currency, whether it is Naira, dollar, to just eat a meal and will not be satisfied? From my research so far, it is only here that it is happening. Only here. Well, whether we like it or not, if we continue this way, Precious, when it started, we were comparing Nigeria to Robert Mugabe's country, that's Zimbabwe, yes. We are using Zimbabwe as an example. That's a bottle of soft drink, carbonated drink, because I'm not giving anybody advert in your station for free. So today, carbonated drink, soft drink, is going for 400 Naira. Precious, those who are not married and want to just get married.
It is not that it is going, it is 400.
So, Priscilla, those that want to marry now, what would they do that are not married?
They cancel celebration. Just go and go to court, sign your paper, and go home.
Precious, do you know that people get married and start with family planning when it is supposed to be children? What about hospital? In this show, you have not spoken about hospital, Precious. The day you bring the issues and what is going on in our hospital, how much it will take for you to go and treat ordinary malaria. I use the word ordinary with, how do we call it? With utmost responsibility there, rather. If you know how much it will cost to treat malaria in this country now, Precious, people are now self-medicating. So what do we have? Self-medication. And self-medication is equal to what, Precious? I want to drop here.
So I hope you know that we're having an upsurge of kidney diseases. My doctor called me the other day and pleaded with me, and perhaps I should just plead with Nigerians too, to please avoid any kind of fizzy drinks or drinks generally, alcohol, non-alcoholic, all of those. This is not the market in anybody's business. And he says, please, if you know what is good for you and your family, drink water. Take enough water. That the hospitals these days, that they don't understand what's going on, but lots of people are coming down with kidney issues.
It is,
and it's a big problem.
Now, when you are feeling ill and you've calculated the cost of going to the hospital, you decide to go and self-medicate. What do you think will be the end? Because of course you can either overdose or underdose, and at the end of the day, why won't we come up with kidney issues? Why won't people be dying? Look at the flood in that state. Is it Sokoto State? Shetima State.
Yes. So he promised them 50 bags of rice to cushion the effect of the flood, though. Our vice president is giving them 50 trucks of rice, sir.
I am disappointed that they said a dam collapsed, and forget about the dam collapsing. The question I am asking is this: why has it taken up to this time that we are not seeing rescue mission? No boat is sailing across that water as we speak. No chopper is flying across that city as we speak, at least to rescue some people who are still struggling to survive. Nothing like that is going on. All we are seeing now is that the flood is ravaging and killing people and aiding some of these reptiles, wild animals, to also do the same. You see, in a country where we have serious business, we will have this equipment and have people will be anticipating something like this. When it happens, the next thing you are seeing is rescue will be going on. That will give people hope in the country where you belong. That's why there's no way we will not drag the president into this matter. For buying a new jet instead of buying equipment to rescue people in times of crisis. Precious, I'm not feeling well again. No.
Sorry. I beg get well soon.
I will see you tomorrow. That is it.
I will see you too. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Yes, please.
Yeah, my name is Mazude.
Mazude, you're welcome. Can you help me increase the volume of your voice a bit?
Okay, you can see now that the APC has nothing to do. They don't even want to do anything. Everybody has known that. And now what are we going to do? What is Nigeria going to do so that I can survive APC in 2027? Am I correct? So what are we going to do is what I want us to be discussing. People should be telling us. If we're going to change this electoral district, how can we going to do it? People that have knowledge, idea, why people should come out to be telling Nigerians how to make sure that the next election APC should not be there.
So that is why we're having this kind of conversation every day. So that you will start galvanizing, and then you Nigerians will not say, I'm not going to vote. After all, my vote does not count. I'll remove my hand from voting. So that you know that it is your responsibility to keep trying until you get it.
Exactly. Why we are bringing children in the country? We have to vote. But we need to mend everything that caused all this kind of stealing balls, all this kind of...
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
We know that we don't want to, we don't want to APC again. Should now use a drug for example.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is not, meant to talk down on any political party particularly. But then, I appreciate you. Your opinion is strictly yours. Thank you so much, Mazude. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Apologies for keeping you on hold. Welcome.
Hi, Precious. Hi, Prince Chilaka.
Hi, John from Berlin.
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes. You were complaining about food or organic food. But now they don't do everything put inside markets. How would you know? How can you tell? I was telling you the other day, the granite oil we were using, my mom was using when she went to Australia. It was so high that if not that she went to just do ordinary checkup, she for don't die. Because the granite oil where she they use, poison the inside.
That is this one that is 60,000 naira that Madam Quality is saying now. The unlabeled, the unsealed one. No.
I don't know the name, to be honest. I have to be honest with you. I don't know the name. But it's not good for our health.
Oh yeah, John, come on. You're spoiling my mood now.
No, I want to ask Prince Chilaka a question. Because I have to tell you the truth now. People need to know.
But the truth is painful now. You too, are you not
See, I want to ask a question. See, I want to know, is it good, or as we did like this now, Prince Chilaka, this question is directed to you, sir. Is it right for us now to say we pity Nigerians for what they go through? This is why I asked this question to Dr. Deji. This Saturday now, election is coming. People will still vote for incompetent people where they know that they are incompetent. Tomorrow they'll come, they cry foul. Those people that protested against there's bad hunger and everything. Somebody came outside and said, Tinubu don't fail me. I was the one of the people that was beating people so that he will be in power. Now I am regretting. So would this change?
No, let me say this.
Thank you very much.
There's so much I don't know. There's so much poverty in the land. There's so much illiteracy. When you combine these two together, the people become vulnerable. And that is what is playing out. It's not that the people would not want to do the right thing, but they're vulnerable. They are hungry. A hungry man is an angry man who can do anything not to die.
All right. I take a few more messages very quickly. Anti-Precious, I heard from Brekete family that Nigeria oil has been sold up front, and even Soludo confirmed that no more national oil money cake for Abuja. I'm going to be from 7 or 8 cents in that. Not the when they say we don't borrow money for the one we will never drill. God bless you, Prince Francis Chilaka, and evening, my sister Precious. Talking about the promise the president made to Nigeria. The protesters are in the prison, so let's agree with the president. The price of things in the market are 3 times already, so let's agree with the president and still have our freedom. Then I know we agree. We find ourselves in jail, so make Kukuma agree. Sister Uju from Osho dissent in that. He hell yao Tinubu have started posting campaign billboards for second term. Well, I wonder those that will still vote. Ima from Ekwaja sent in that's not the president's making, please. That may not be his making. Good day, Nigerians. I think we elected consumption government. Well, also sent in that message. And Emmanuel from Ogun State says all we have to know is that there is what's behind what is happening in the country. There's something behind. That's what you're trying to say. I didn't get that. Good evening, Precious. I salute your guest. God bless him. He really has shown that we still have decent elites in the country, but very unfortunate that the system we have on ground won't allow such men to emerge. On the state of the nation, I wish to state categorically that there is no willingness by the government to fight crime, terrorism, and banditry. The government bandits, well, you said a lot. I appreciate you. Unfortunately, I can't read so much of your message. Anti-pressure, so I'm Engineer Olasun Komi Adefuye, aka Mr. Lasu from Ijesha Tedu Mushi. See, the Oga is talking well. Kindly allow him to speak out. The abject poverty is increasing day by day. I want to see my children yesterday. I went to see my children yesterday afternoon at where they are. I can't even drop a penny. I say penny to them for food. Can you believe when I left there, please, I wept because it has never been part of me. This government is killing me by turning everyone as dead man alive. That's what you said. Apologies. Sorry about that. I can't imagine how bad that feels. My name is David from Ikorodu. Rice. Oh, what? My time is up. My time. You say what? You say rice matter. When your Madam Quality talk, say it go be 150 and a lie. Rice can never be sold 150k, and you should stop allowing propaganda in your station. This type of woman are the ones working making life difficult for Nigerians. Rice as at yesterday at Ikorodu is 72,000 naira. Please find me a Babkelike rice for 72,000 naira. I want to buy it personally, please. If you see, please find for me. I want to buy. Please. All right. Thank you so much. By the way, Madam Quality said I should tell you people to buy rice now against December. So this Ogada is sending me a message without him, says it is propaganda. We should not mind her. That is actually David from Ikorodu. So David, please, wherever you see that rice, bring it to the premises of Voice of the People. I will pay you money and collect it. Just bring the rice, 72,000 naira, good rice, preferably Nigerian rice, to the premises of Golden, the Voice of the People FM. Look for address online, bring it, and I'll pay you, please. And I mean it, 72,000 naira. I'll buy it from you. Thank you so much, Prince Francis. I won't take more partition from you because time is already fast spent. I appreciate you. Thank you. Do you have social media handles as people can reach you with or something?
One of them.
Okay.
Prince Francis Chilaka.
Prince Francis Chilaka.
I'm
Prince
doing
Francis
a lot
Chilaka.
on YouTube right now, so
did you? All right. Thank you so much, Lagos. My name is Precious, and I love you guys. I appreciate you. Please protect your mental health. Good night.